is turning 250, and it's time to rock out with our forefathers. American-made, battle-ready style for true patriots. Whether you're marching in the parade, grilling in the backyard, or raising a toast to liberty, do it in the gear that screams freedom. Celebrate 250 years of USA in style. Wear your American pride loud. Trendjackers.etsy.com. Grab yours before the fireworks.
Tony, welcome to go.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
Alright, you go in, Tony. Good.
Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call, and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knock 'em Dead radio show. They're going to keep knocking 'em dead, so keep listening. You wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knock'em Dead Comedy Radio.
I just want to say thanks for making my millennium. Oh my gosh. Well, it's a love fest.
Yeah, you heard that story.
Yeah.
So I guess should I tell it again?
Oh, yeah, if you want. I mean, yeah.
You know, you guys are into comedy. Does it really help when somebody gives the punchline?
Where you been? Hi, everybody. It's the Knock'em Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Happy Friday to you. The Knock'em Dead Comedy Podcast coming at you live on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, a Facebook page, a YouTube channel. Whatever page you're watching on, we appreciate it. We appreciate all the support. We ask that wherever you're watching from, that you post, that you copy and post a link on all your socials and tell everybody you know about all the great shows here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. The Knock'em Dead Comedy Podcast, we're coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown, New York, and the hopefully soon-to-be open Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. Wow. It's been a crazy week. Welcome back. Nice to see you. Hope everybody's well. Hope you had a good week. It's been a week since anything has gone on in this studio. Our apologies for that. The building was shut down once again as construction continues in the building. Everything was closed. The Giggle Room did open up last night. They had a show in there. And they're trying to get the main club ready. Michael Rappaport, famous actor, comedian, he is scheduled to be in the club tonight. So I know that they're working hard trying to make that happen. So, and hopefully it will happen. I'll tell you right now, if it does happen, Michael Rappaport is scheduled to be here tonight and tomorrow. If all goes according to plan, to celebrate the club being back open for the first time since, I think, the end of July, Don and I will be in here tomorrow night. And we will. We have some surprise guests lined up, and we're hoping to grab a few minutes with Mr. Rappaport. So that's the story here. Hope you guys are well. I'll remind you guys throughout the show. John Rusciello, welcome back. Thank you, pal. Andrew Fremder. If I recall, wasn't this all because of that stupid pizza guy that went out the wrong exit? I honestly don't know if that's true or not. I think it might be. I think it might. This may have all started with that guy. I honestly don't know. But I think it might be the pizza guy that chose to try to leave the building through a door that had two very clear big signs on them that said, "Do not push this door open. It is a fire alarm, fire exit only. Alarms will sound." Yeah. Rosie is not here today. Rosie, I believe she's away for the weekend. And, she's taking an extended 3-day weekend, which good for her. Why not? So hope she's having a nice time, whatever the hell she's doing. So just me today. However, comedian Maureen Langan, fantastic comedian. She was on America's Got Talent. She's been on a lot of TV. Currently, just national headliner touring the country. She has a comedy special on Dry Bar. She's all over the place, and she's fantastic. And she's playing McGuire's tonight and tomorrow. If you know who she is and you enjoy her, then go see her at McGuire's. If you don't know who she is, well, then watch her here today. She should be joining us around 11:30. And I guarantee you will like her, and you will want to say, "Hey, I'd like to go see her." govs.com, baby. Go make your reservations to go see Maureen Langan or Michael Rappaport, or who else is playing this weekend? Erin Jackson. Mike Keegan is in the Giggle Room tonight, and tomorrow too, maybe? Yeah, I think. He's definitely here tonight. Kathy Arnold, Carla Okeson tonight as well. So lots of great stuff. Jeff Posey. So blame Hershey and the Keegs. Absolutely. Absolutely. They bring their pizza guy in here unannounced. He drops off pizza, and they just let him loose in the building. And I actually, in all seriousness, I blame myself because I knew it. I think I told that story either on their show or my show or both. I don't know. But the guy left, and when you leave the studio, you make it. You walk out. You couldn't make a right or a left. He made the right, but now right next to me on the other side of this wall is the exit to go outside. And I hear everything. I hear people come in. I hear people leave. I hear people knocking. I hear people walking down the hallway. I hear everything. I did not hear this guy open the door, and I was sitting here, working their show, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I didn't hear the door. I hope this guy isn't, walking through the club. I didn't think he was going to open a fire exit. I just was worried he was going to set alarms off, like security alarms. So I'm sitting there thinking, did he leave? Should I get up and check? Sure enough, I'm like, all right, let me go check this. I get up. I'm not even out of the studio, and I hear the security alarms, or what I thought were the security alarms. I was like, oh, fuck. I go run around to the other side of the club where the security, where the keypad is. I'm hitting the keypad. Nothing's working. I'm like, what the hell? Then I realize it's not the security alarm. It's the fire alarm. So I go back. I find the door that he's trying to get out of, and he just looks at me. I don't know how to get out of here. And I even said to him, I said, you didn't see the signs? Oh, I'm just trying to get out of here. So, yeah, set the fire alarms off. We didn't know how to turn them off. And the door that he opened wouldn't close or lock. So we were putting bungee cords around it. We were putting chairs against it. We were doing all sorts of stupid stuff. And then the fire alarm thankfully it wasn't terribly loud. Because we were here till almost 1 a.m. trying to figure out what to do, trying to fix it. We ended up leaving it. And the fire alarm was going off all night until the following morning when John Truson came in and shut it off. So yeah. All right, let's blame Hershey and the Keegs. From there, I'd like to order a large pie with a dozen garlic stupids. Ann is watching. Hello, Ann. Whenever I have spicy food, the first thing I do is find a fire exit for my fire exit, says Fremder. Scott is watching, says Daddy is finally home. Excuse me. Nice shirt. You look like a podcast host. This shirt, ladies and gentlemen, you saw the commercial. I played it at the beginning of the show. 1776, 2025, or 2026, excuse me. 2026, the 250th anniversary of our beloved country. Go to Etsy and get the shirt. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How you feeling?
So, I'm feeling pretty good, thanks.
All right, good.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
You don't play poker, do you? You don't play poker in any way, shape, or form.
No, because I have the worst poker face.
Exactly right. You hit it right in the head. When you turned around and said you kind of, well, I'm not sure. I kind of think it's because of the pizza guy. Your face said it all.
No, that's honest to God's truth. I really don't know that for fact, but I do
You know
think.
good and damn well it was because of the pizza guy, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because when he hit that door was connected to a central station.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
And when the central station went off, they probably called whoever the contact person was and said, yes, there's no problem. And then the fire marshals and the fire department responded on a false alarm. Whether they responded that day or not, it's irrelevant. They said, well, let's check the system. So it's all because of this poor kid that's probably mentally impaired and decided or freaked out and opened the wrong door.
All right, two things to that.
Okay.
Actually, 3. I did ask if all this was a result of that, and I was told no, but I do have a feeling somebody was just being nice to me.
Yeah.
Secondly, it wasn't a kid; it was the owner of the pizza place. So this was
remind me never to eat pizza from that place.
This was a grown man who looked like late 30s, early 40s. This was a grown man, owner of the pizza place, not a kid who looked like he could be mentally impaired. This was the owner, because I think he knew Hershey. If I remember right, I believe him and Hershey knew each other, so he came here personally to deliver the pizza. Now, my third thing is a question to you. So, if there's an alarm, and in this case, Governor's calls and says, okay, everything's fine. It was just, somebody tripped the alarm. They still have to respond, and they don't have to respond immediately. They can come a few days later.
Listen, I only know New York City codes.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know anything about Long Island. I understand every town is different.
Sure.
Okay. All right, but if you're a commercial dwelling and you're hooked up to a central station, the central station, when it gets an alarm, it is bound to report it to the fire department. All right. The fire department then, all right, and what happens is usually they dispatch NYPD, and NYPD looks and says there's no condition or whatever, and it's logged in.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the battalion chief gets it to make sure everything is reset. So they have to respond to make sure it's reset properly.
Okay.
So again, I'm only going by my expertise is only in the 5 boroughs.
Right. No, I understand.
I don't know anything about Long Island. All you fancy people out there, you have your own rules. But yes.
Now, what about the fact that it was going on all night, and I was here when it went off? I was here for 3 hours, for the first 3 hours of it going off, and nobody showed up that whole time.
Well, the central station knows if it's an active fire or not. Okay, so I don't know if there was a central station involved. I'm just saying, I'm just assuming if there was. But anyway, the fire department has to be notified. Okay, and if it wasn't notified, that's another reason why I think governors had to go for all this expense to upgrade their systems, so the fire department automatically gets notified. Okay, it's called a fire station. Okay, it's called a fire watch station. All commercial buildings in New York has them. All right, I don't know about Long Island, but I'm sure if you have a certificate of occupancy in the building, I'm sure there's something that they have to go by, and they have to designate a fire safety officer. Doesn't have to be on the premise when it's open. They just have to have somebody, a contact person.
Right. I do know at one point when they were trying to get the club back open, they were told that there would have to be like a fire watch, I think was the term, where it's somebody that their sole purpose here is to just keep an eye on anything related to fire hazards.
Did you walk around the club? Did you see a brand new red box? All right, it's as tall as a closet. It has all kinds of buttons and all kinds of
yes.
All right, and that's brand new.
Brand new.
That's the fire station. That's exactly what they did. Which, by the way, it's a great expense.
A great expense, but. Yeah, an expensive expense and a timely expense.
Yeah.
So, and they had all sorts of they had issues putting it up, with matching old stuff to new stuff, and that's why it's taken so long to get things going.
Yeah, well, that's why it was closed. Because and that, by the way, all stemmed from, you probably don't remember this, but years and years ago there was a social club in the South Bronx that 68 people perished.
I think I do remember that, actually.
Yeah, well, I responded to that.
Wow.
But yeah, that was a terrible thing.
Sure.
But that's all this new laws is because of that. But yeah, so that's. But I guarantee one of the founding causes of all this stuff is when that guy hit that door.
Well, if that's the case, how am I still welcome in this building?
It has nothing to do with you.
That's everything to do with me. I should have made sure this guy went through the right door and got out of here.
Well, listen.
It was on my watch. I was the guy in charge of the building at that particular time.
No, you were engineering a show. Number one, number two, because Hershey and the Keys, two fat bastards that they are, they wanted something to eat. All right. Listen, it was actually, in hindsight, it was probably a good thing, because God forbid anything happens.
Yeah, true.
I believe in big safety when it comes to stuff like that.
Me too.
But that's the story. But yeah, but Tony, please don't play poker. If you're gonna play poker, come to my house. I need the money.
Yeah, I don't have the money to mess with, and no, I'm no good at it.
All right. Well, listen. Good to see your face.
Thank you, pal.
You look wonderful. You look wonderful. I hope all is well. I like your shirt. All right, and as usual, I like your shirt. And hopefully, everything will go. Everybody will have a good weekend. We've missed you on the chat. We've talked about you.
Oh, I saw that. You and Fest are having you and Friend are having a love fest this morning.
Oh yeah. Fender's in with the curry. Yeah, he's in with the curry.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew he liked the doc, but that's that's his humor. All right, my brother, get on with the show. Love you.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, John. John Rusciello checking in. All right, let's see what's happening here in the comments. We are awaiting probably another 10, 15 minutes. Maureen Langan. Fantastic comedian. She's wonderful. This is unknown. No, I'm not going to bother. Nope. Yeah, wonderful comedian. Really looking forward to talking to her. She's playing McGuire's this weekend. Let's see. I said Ann is watching. I read that one. I read Scott. He doesn't gamble, but he does play Pokem. So it was the person that ordered the pizza. Of course, blame it on. Uh-oh. All right. Did you hear that last call?
Who just fucking called me and Mike fat bastards? The hell was that?
That's the big discussion here this morning. You guys are being blamed for everything going on here at the club because they're aligning it to your pizza place guy who opened the fire door, the fire escape.
Who's they?
Everybody watching the show today. Actually, you know what? God's honest truth. It started with Bosey. Bosey said it, but then Rusciello called in. He's the one that called you a fat bastard.
That wasn't very nice. I mean, that wasn't nice. I mean, I love John Rusciello, but, I've lost 35 pounds. Mike's probably down 80 pounds. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Well, Jesus Christ was not a fat bastard.
I don't think I would. I think I wouldn't classify myself as a fat bastard anymore, but okay.
I would get rid of the word fat.
Fair enough. No, it's funny. I think originally we talked about this, and we knew there was no connection whatsoever. That this was an ongoing thing previous to the episode. The thing with the sprinkler or whatever's happening over the club the past few months. That was already in the works. This wasn't a new thing because of that.
That's I do think someone told me that, but I'll be honest, I'm not totally convinced. The timing is just a little weird, but at the same time, if we were connected to it, I don't think I'd be allowed back in this building. So, and I was the first one allowed back in the building. So so probably not. But the timing was definitely weird.
You're definitely best to put it. I know this is all fun and games and joking, but I would say you're best putting an end to the joking about this because there is no connection whatsoever. This was something that was the club was dealing with them previously about. Yes. There's no connection at all. So let's protect ourselves here, especially you, and let's put that to bed. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, because this was not a thing where it just got nipped in the things. Yeah, okay, very good.
I can't get cement boots; it'll just pull the prosthetic right off, and then I can swim away safely.
Yeah. What? Wait, so no, you're alone today? No co-host?
Rosie, she's away for the weekend, starting today.
No, I know about that. Yeah. I just didn't know that was starting yet. I knew about that part. Okay.
Yeah. So she's not here, and I didn't really push for anybody because I didn't know if I'd be here. But but Maureen Langan is zooming in probably about another 5 or 10 minutes. So
she's terrific. She
awesome. Really is great, man. I'm really excited to talk to her. I've never talked to her before.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, for the sake of our governors that we love, are all set and ready to rock with Rappaport tonight?
Almost there.
Okay. Wow, that's terrific.
I'm very excited. I hope it is open, and I mean they sent emails out saying that Rappaport will be here, but I'm hoping they'll be ready. They're very close to being ready, so it's a definite possibility. Hopefully they get it done, and would love to see Rappaport here. And then if it is open, me and Don will be in here tomorrow night trying to get him in here to talk to us.
And I may see you tonight potentially, if based on your schedule and your family and stuff like that.
I have a family thing tonight for dinner, but I do believe I'll be able to get here. And I probably won't be here before the show's. The show would already start by the time I get here, but I don't think I'll be terribly late. So, I'm looking forward to getting here and seeing you and Mikey.
All right. I will, let's talk later on in the evening then. That's a good idea.
Okay, that is a good idea.
All right. Well, love to you and to John. Well, I mean, I don't know. God in heaven. I wasn't. By the way, just so you know, I wasn't listening to the show. I literally clicked on, and within 30 seconds, I heard myself being called a fat bastard. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Jesus Christ.
And then I haven't even talked to you yet about your coworker Joe, who I hung out with the other night.
Oh, yeah. He keeps on coming to me asking for videos that you took. I'm like, listen, I saw what I saw on the Facebook, bro. I'm busy. We got bigger things to fry. So.
Well, all right. Well, I can counter that, but we'll wait.
Yeah, very good. All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Thanks for calling.
Okay, buddy. Bye.
See you. Mark Hirschman chiming in. Oh, that was funny. Maureen Langan should be joining us soon. Let's see what's going on here. All this fire going on at the club. You'd think Richard Pryor is going to be performing. Oh, my goodness. That was a good one. And enjoys Fremder's humor. Oh, my goodness. I'm not reading that. Term of endearment, Mr. Hirschman, says John. Fremder, all right, it's a long one. Let me read this first. Yeah. Bosey, you're absolutely right about that. I was the last comedian to perform in a governor's club before everything got shut down for the pandemic. And now and now setting off fire alarms and getting the club shut down for I guess 3 months at this point. Damn, Bosey, be quiet. They'll be on to me. Damn, man, I didn't even think about that. I shut down this club twice. Oh, my God. All right. We are awaiting Maureen Langan, who is performing at McGuire's this weekend. And while we're waiting, so other things that we can talk about while we're waiting. So we're back in here. Coffee with Doug has been on all week because, he doesn't work from this studio, so he's been on all week. We got us today. Sports Bash with Peter Schwartz is on today at 1. He's been off all week due to our shutdown, so he's dying to get in here and talk about his sports. So Peter will be in here today at 1 o'clock. Donversations tonight at 8 o'clock. Don is talking to Atmik. His first name is Atmik. Aatmik. Last name escapes me. My apologies. But he's a city comedian. He's pretty funny. He's pretty clever, a little out there. I've been talking to him about getting a date for him to come in here with me. So, you can see him tonight on Donversations. Funny guy. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. So next week we're back, full throttle. Like I said, if the club is open tonight and tomorrow, and Michael Rappaport is in here, well, then me and Don are going to be in here tomorrow night doing live from the green room, hoping to get Michael Rappaport in here. I'm sure we'll get other people in here. So that'll be fun. And then Monday, Coffee with the Dog will be on. Steve Squared will be in the studio. And Joey Petroni will be joining us Monday night. Good times, bad times with Joey Petroni. He hasn't been here in a while. So that's Monday night at 8 o'clock. Then all the usuals on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, I lost my train of thought for a second, but I picked it back up. So Wednesday's a big day in here. Wednesday at 1 o'clock, The Broad Opinion premieres here on Gov's Comedy Club podcast. Wednesday at 1. If you guys remember 2 weeks ago, joining Diane and I were 3 lovely ladies, Megan, Kat, and Manel. They came in here. They wanted to check the studio out. They did the show with us. They did Tuesday Trivia with us. They hung out. We had some laughs. And that's why they were here. They wanted to check the place out with the possibility of doing a show in here. Well, starting this Wednesday, The Broad Opinion. They'll be on this Wednesday and the following Wednesday. They're going to do 2 Wednesdays a month. I don't know what Wednesdays in December they're doing yet. But this Wednesday and the following Wednesday. Nick Greystone returns next Thursday night. Unfortunately, that's what I wanted to do too. I wanted to apologize to all the shows this week for not being able to come on. I wanted to apologize to the shows. I want to apologize to the hosts, the co-hosts, their guests, like Hershey and the Keegs. They were supposed to have Tim Crompier on here. Tim Crompier is just one of the best there is. Such a great comedian, talented dude. Bonnie and Felix were supposed to have their show last night, so my apologies to them. I don't know if they're coming in next week or if they're just going to wait until the first Wednesday of December because they normally do the first Thursday. They normally do the first Thursday of every month, so we'll see. So my apologies to them. My apologies to Nick Greystone. He was supposed to come back last night, but he will be back this coming Thursday. Hi, honey.
Hi, Pookie Bear.
What are you doing?
Driving as usual, but I'm finishing up early today.
Oh.
I'm really curious to see how the main club has turned out. I haven't been there in a week. I've been stationed out at Bohemia location.
Oh, what are you doing there?
Little odds and ends, more odds than ends.
Oh, all right. Well, you're very odd, and your end gets a lot of attention. So
yes, it does.
The club, it looks good. It was all cleared out for the guys to work, but now they're putting the tables and chairs back right at this very moment as we speak. Tables and chairs are going back into the club. So, I'm excited, and my hopes are up that they will. That they will be open tonight. It's like inches away from being officially set that they're going to be open tonight. So
wow, I mean, your hopes are up, and I'm up.
Exactly. And Rappaport, I think it's tomorrow night's show is sold out. So I'm really hoping they can start off with a great show, a great sold out show. So I got my fingers crossed, baby.
Same here. I can't wait. I definitely can't wait.
The giggle room was open last night. They had a show in there. I don't know how it went. I didn't stick around for it, but
good. Well, I'm glad that area is all well and working and good to go. I'm glad that the main room is opening up for Mr. Rappaport. That's going to be amazing, and looks like the calendar's booked solid with amazingness.
Amazingness is correct. And will you be hanging around tomorrow night? Pop.
Yeah, I'll pop in there tomorrow night. Absolutely.
That would be wonderful.
It would be wonderful. It'll be amazing. Yes, I'm stationed on McGuire because we've got Miss Langan coming out there this evening. So I got to make sure everything's all spruced up and ready for that lovely young lady.
Yeah, and rightly so, because she is wonderful. She's hilarious, and that's going to be a great time. And she should be joining me any minute. I'm looking forward to talking to her. I've never talked to her before. I never met her, so I'm looking forward to it.
She's very nice. She's very nice and very, very funny.
You're not the first governor's regular to tell me that. So I'm excited to talk to her. It should be fun.
Yeah, and then hey, pretty soon, it's less than a month away, or it's about a month away, that Knock 'em Dead will be performing at Governor's.
At McGuire's actually. Yeah, looking forward.
Yes.
Yes, very excited about that.
Can't wait! It's going to be wonderful. We got the whole gang back together. I'm going to bring the hot dogs and balloons.
Well, I'm very excited about blowing your hot dog. I mean, you're blowing balloons and eating hot dogs.
Either way, it's going to be a great time. I'll take out the helium just in case. I'll suck it out really hard.
Oh, I know you will. That much I know. So that'll be a great time. December 13th at McGuire's.
Absolutely. All right, I'm going to let you get ready for Miss Langan, and you have a great show. And I'll talk to you later. I gotta go. Bye.
Jeff Bosey checking in, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see. Too much talk of this club is going to give me pizzeria. UPS now stands for your planes stink. Yeah, it really does suck right now, huh? With this stupid shutdown. They're saying like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of flights are being canceled and rescheduled, and what a mess. Get back to work. They're just taking, I don't know. I don't trust any of them. I don't care which side you're on. None of them have our best interests at heart. They're all full of shit. They all said, all right, let's take some time off and get some holiday shopping done or something. The fact that they even can do this is mind-boggling. While all the middle class, government workers are out of work. Yeah, it's disgusting, but and hope everybody gets back to work soon. Ann says, Fremder, you better get your socks ready. New podcast. Wow. Just heard on the news someone in Kentucky ordered pepperoni pizza, but all it got was plain. Oh, my goodness. For that new podcast, I just subscribed a box of socks sent to me every month. Yeah, you're going to need it, Fremder. The club's not the only thing Jeff pops in. Carol's watching. Hello, Carol Miner. Oh, my goodness. I just tuned in and Jeff Bosey. I'm assuming she tuned in and heard Jeff Bosey. She says, hi, everybody. Good to see you. Good to see you too, Carol. Hope all is well over there. Bosey's calls are hilarious, says Ann. Okay. So, once again, awaiting the arrival of Maureen Langan. She was scheduled for 11:30. She did email me just before the show went on saying she may need an extra few minutes. I told her no problem because we're on until 12:30. But if I don't see her in the next few minutes, I'm going to start to worry. That would kind of suck if she was a no-show. She doesn't strike me as the type that would do that. So, all right. So anyway, the broad opinion was talking about that before before Jeff's call. Just heard a weird noise out there. It sounded like somebody fell, to be honest with you. But I think I don't hear anybody crying. All right, I just heard a door close. All right. So if somebody fell, they got up and they went into a room and closed the door. Carol says they got good news this week. Hey, did you ever hear from Derek? Did I? Oh, you know what? I forgot all about that. Especially this week with everything being closed and we didn't know from day to day when we were coming back. I'll have to go back and check, Carol. I honestly don't remember. I don't remember if I heard from him or not. I think I did, and I think I asked him to shoot me some possible dates, and then I didn't hear back from him again. But don't hold me to that. Let me double check. Derek is not Derek Mutispaw, Mr. Pop and Twist. Derek, a comedian. That's his name. Derek, a comedian from Texas. Damn it. I should have brought it up when Rusiello was on the phone. Damn it. Tomorrow night is the big night. Now, it's a big night for a lot of reasons. We have Michael Rappaport here at the club. But it's also the 2025 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Now, I'm excited about it. Bad Company, if you remember the band Bad Company, don't you know that you are a shooting star? Can't get enough of your love. I feel like making love. They're getting inducted. I am a big fan of that band. Their lead singer, Paul Rogers, unfortunately will not be there. But they're other than Paul Rogers, the other surviving member of the band is the drummer Simon Kirk. He's putting together some sort of band to perform at the induction ceremony. So looking forward to that. But the reason I'm bringing this up, John, your favorite, will be getting inducted tomorrow night. I don't know who's inducting him. I don't know who's singing his songs, but I'm sure it'll be great and very exciting. We're talking about the one and only Joe Cocker, baby. Joe Cocker, baby. Joe Cocker, baby. Getting inducted tomorrow night into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. 30 years overdue. Take that, John Rusiello. Cyndi Lauper also getting inducted. I forget who else. So there you go. John Rusiello's favorite, Joe Cocker, getting inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And speaking of Fremder, that was another reason why I was sad that we didn't have a show this week on Wednesday, because Fremder was due to join in on Wednesday. It was supposed to be me, Mike, and Fremder, and G.D. Fenderson was supposed to zoom in towards the end of the show because he's got some comedy gig of some sort that he wants to promote. Fremder had car trouble, so he wasn't coming in anyway. So I was a little relieved because, we ended up not having the show. But supposedly he is coming in this Wednesday. Mike Kaplan will be here, and I'm going to try and reschedule GD for... So basically this past Wednesday show will happen this coming Wednesday. Me, Michael Kaplan, GD Fenderson, and Fremder. I do want to thank GD Fenderson and Kaplan because when I canceled them on Wednesday, at the time, we thought yesterday was going to happen. So I asked both of them if they would do the show yesterday, and they both said yes. Because we didn't have Thursday, the music day, we didn't have a guest booked. So I just figured I'd ask Mike and GD to just come in Thursday instead, and they both said yes. So thanks to them for at least willing to change the day. Obviously, it didn't happen, but this Wednesday we're going to make it happen, and we do have a musical guest Thursday, and I don't remember who it is. So. Monday on our show, speaking of guests, Sab is coming in. Sab will be here. Once in a while, Sab and I are both, we've talked about it a million times, we're both retired linemen, telephone linemen. And once every 2 or 3 months, a bunch of us retired linemen, we get together. We have some lunch and hang out for a couple hours and talk and reminisce and catch up. And they do it at right across the street. Coincidentally, right across the street they do it at a bar restaurant called Miller's. They're around in other parts of the country. I'm sure most of you are familiar with it. But so since we're doing one of those Monday afternoon, so Sab will be here, and I do believe Kevin O'Keefe, another guy that we worked with. He was in here once before. Kevin is a guy we worked with, but his son, Dylan, is a comedian. He's been in here. He's a very funny guy, but he rarely performs here. He's mostly a city guy. So Kevin will be hanging out with us. I'm trying to get some of these other guys to join us as well. Brian McGinnis, who you guys know, he's been on the show many times. Again, another coincidence. His father was a guy I worked with. I worked a lot with Dan McGinnis. He came in here once too. So I'm going to try and get him to join us. And we're just going to talk and have some fun Monday. The following Monday, November 17th, really looking forward to that one. David Clark from All About Joel, the Billy Joel tribute. David Clark will be in the studio with me. He's driving in from his home in New Jersey. He's like 2 or 3 hours away, but he's driving in. He's going to come do the show. That's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that a lot. David is just, I just love the guy. That's why this country's going to shit, says John Rusiello. What are we talking about? Was I talking about, are you referring to when I talked about the shutdown? Derek Cahill. Thank you. Thank you, Carol. Derek Cahill. Trying to get him in here. We've just been having trouble linking our schedules. Fremder, it was so windy the other day, it sounded like the first fart after my colonoscopy. Who's in Boston? Oh, still, what? Still no Boston. What does that mean? I don't know what we're referring to. I got my car back. Pep Boys wanted to charge me $1,600 for my rack and pinion. I said, I'll give you my opinion, and got to fix it somewhere else for $450. Wow. Seriously, really? So you saved over $1,000 than what Pep Boys wanted to charge you? Oh, this country is going to shit because Joe Cocker's getting inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? John, let's just take it easy now. You really think Joe Cocker has an effect on our country right now? I wish that's what this country was fighting about. I wish that's where our problems were. I wish they were that level. Rock and roll induction, silly. Oh, no Boston. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'm with you, Carol. Those guys deserve it. Their first album alone is like a greatest hits album, but then you throw their second and third album into the mix. I mean, I don't know if anybody, maybe the Beatles and the Who and Zeppelin, they might be the only bands who could probably have stopped after their first 3 albums and would still be the legends that they are today. I mean, yeah, Boston's first 3 albums. The first album, you can't get rid of a single song. The next 2, you could probably pull a few out. But, yeah, you would have, again, their greatest, some of the biggest songs on rock radio or from Boston's first 3 albums. Yeah, how those guys aren't in is beyond me. I mean, there's a whole list of bands that deserve to be in that aren't. And we've talked about that at length on this show. Wednesday was going to be a Fender Fremder. Well, it might be this week. Who's in Boston? That sounds German? I don't get that. All right, we are awaiting the arrival of Maureen Langan. All right, you know what? Let me check my emails. I hope she's all right. Let me check my emails. All right. I got an email 2 minutes ago saying ready when you are. All right. Well, I'm ready, baby. Come on in. I didn't know she was waiting to hear from me. That's a little weird. I'm glad I checked my emails. Oh, and there she is. All right, hold on a second.
Hi, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't screw you up too much.
No, not at all. Not at all. Give me 2 seconds. Let me set the cameras up, and then we'll be good to go.
All right, let me just clean my eyeglass. I'm so sorry about that. You know, you wanted to do noon. I'm like, no, let's do earlier. And then my morning stuff got backlogged, so I'm sorry about that.
Well, no, nothing to apologize for. Everything is okay though, right?
Oh yeah. It was my chiropractor. I play pickleball, so you know, the knee goes, ow. I'm in the cult. I'm in the pickleball cult, so things happen now.
That kind of has taken off, that pickleball.
Oh, it's great. We could talk about it if you'd like.
Well, we are all right. Yeah, all right. There we go. We are all set, and we are live. So I'm glad you didn't. I mean, I know you wanted to ask me out and stuff, so I'm glad you didn't say anything yet. You know that would.
I can do that on air. Exactly.
Of course.
All right. I like it. How are you?
I'm great. How about yourself?
I'm good.
Yeah. Excited about the weekend at McGuire's?
I am. You know what? I know I'm at McGuire's. Yeah. I was like, which one am I at? I'm at McGuire's, not the brokerage. I'm at McGuire's. I am excited because, you know, it's been years since I've been at McGuire's.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. And I had been in California for a while, even though I'm a New Yorker. But what's great about it is that I just love Long Island. I love to perform in Long Island because you've got your Irish, your Italian, your Jews. You know, everybody has a parent, you know, foot in the working class, a foot in the educated. So I like that. I like that balance.
Nice.
The people.
I tell you, I mean, I'm biased because I'm, you know, Long Island, New York, but I just think you don't get the crowds anywhere else that you have here at the Governor's Long Island, New York clubs. I just think the crowds are amazing.
They are. Long Island's my favorite place to perform. Just the whole mix of people. So I'm looking forward to it. And it's been a while since I've been at Governor's at McGuire, so that'll be really great.
And I have to tell you, from the local guys that have been around a while, the Governor's regulars, several have reached out to me, all excited that you were coming on here.
Oh,
and
name names.
All right, I will. Mike
Don't
Keegan.
BS me.
Mike
Huh?
Keegan. Mike Keegan.
He's hilarious. Is he still a Trumper?
Yes.
But I love him. He is one of the most hilarious people on the planet.
Wow. We're talking about Mike Keegan.
Oh yeah, maybe I was wrong. I made a big mistake. He's hilarious though. I love that guy.
He is. He's
Joey
great.
Cola's my buddy. Joey Cola. Everybody loves Joey Cola.
Joey Cola. Yeah. See, all you got to do is say the name, and I just, you know, and I'm a straight man, but I just melt when I just hearing his name.
Everybody does. He's the best.
He is just. I mean, even before I started working here, he was my favorite comedian. But then, you know, getting to know him, he's just. You can throw the comedy out. He's just one of the nicest, greatest people ever.
He's a kind person. He walks the walk. He really
Yes.
helps people. And this is the thing about comedy I don't get. There's some comics who will help you. They'll go to the wall for you. And listen, you know, you can't help everybody. But if I can help another comedian or give them a lead to something, it doesn't, well, why wouldn't I? If they're
Sure.
not ready, then I got to, you know, sometimes you can't. Or, you know, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with helping each other.
Of course.
Guys and gals are very much about supporting each other.
And I'll tell you, a lot of these guys, you know, because where I'm sitting, I can actually see the door to the green room here at Governor's from where I am.
Stalker.
So, absolutely, I got the you know, the little red light, yeah. Well, which I have another story of a guy who got yelled at by Dice in the green room, but anyway,
I want to hear a story.
Oh, all right, yeah, I'll give you the dirt. I can do that.
Sure, I want dirt.
But I'll tell you, a lot of these guys, like yourself, the national headliners, the ones who are known, they're all just super nice people.
I'm not nice, and I'm not a national. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm a nice person, but I know I am. I'm nice, but you know, it's weird. Comedy's a weird business, man, because it's like, you know, I came from a broadcasting background. I was a journalist. I worked for Bloomberg, And I remember the first time I walked into not the first time, one of the times I walked into a club, I said to the MC, "Oh, hi, I'm here it was a city spot in Manhattan." I said, "Oh, I'm here for my 8:15 spot." And he goes, "Oh," and he looked at me surprised. I go, "Yeah." And I'm on top of things. And I go, "Why? Is there a mistake? What's happening?" He goes, "No, I'm just surprised they put 2 C's on in a row because there was a woman on in front of me." Well, he used the word. He didn't say C.
Really?
Yeah, and I think you can say whatever language you want. I perform in the UK and Ireland all the time, so they use that word just very casually.
Yes, it's motherfucker that they don't like over there.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
So
Mick Thomas, you know Mick Thomas?
yeah, he's funny.
He's great.
Funny guy,
Great,
man.
very smart man. But we had a conversation about that once. The C word is nothing over there, but motherfucker is. They treat that the way we treat the C word here.
Wow. Okay, I'll be mindful of my.
Next time you're in Ireland, yeah.
Well, I'm going in March and April, but
cool.
And I just was there a few months ago, but it was interesting. So, but he did it. He called me. He goes, "Oh, I'm surprised they put on 2 C's in a row," and he did it for the guys. You know what I mean? To just kind of be like with the other male comics. And I had such a comeback in my head, but I said, I'm not on my turf. It was him and his buddies. I just let it go. About a year or two later, he goes, "How come you never really talk to me when you see me? Because I'm friendly and I don't." And I go, "Oh, that's because you called me a C." He goes, "I would never do that." I go, "This might be hard for you to believe, but I haven't often been called it, so I tend to remember the 2 times it's happened."
Right. Wow. Yeah, I'm sitting here in shock here. Wow. And let's be honest, it was Joey Cola, wasn't it?
Oh, Joey. It's always Joey with that mouth.
Yeah. Yep. The worst.
So tell me your story. What did Dice do in the green room?
So when Dice comes here, he not only closes the door, but they actually put a sign up that says, absolutely do not enter. I think is exactly what it says.
All right.
Now, Dice, he's a New York guy. He kind of, came up in this area. So a guy who performs here, on the locally, he walked right in. And I was sitting here. I'm sitting here, and I see him go in. So I kind of just stopped what I was doing because I knew he was going to be in trouble. And I hear him say, "Hi, Dice, I'm so-and-so. We worked together in the 80s. And Dice being Dice, I hear him say, "Get the fuck out of here." And the guy's like, No, you don't understand. We worked together. We knew each other. Dice yells it again. "Get the fuck out of here." The guy, he runs out, and there were governor's people. They just appeared out of nowhere. And they were just all of a sudden here in the hallway yelling at this guy. "Why would you go in there? We take care of you. We treat you good. What are you doing?" And I just sat here like the kid sitting next to the kid in school who's getting in trouble. I was enjoying it, but just hoping they didn't see me and just find something to yell at me about. So
Isn't that a shame though that Dice couldn't have been more gracious to him? That's too bad.
I met him like once or twice from being in here. He's nice. He's not overly friendly. He's quieter than I thought he would be, but he was nice enough. I don't know what he was doing.
You allowed to tell me?
I'll email you that later.
All right. I'll wait for the email. Okay. I won't say anything on air. Email it to me now so I know. I won't say promise. It's fun. I love this. Email. I have to know who this is.
I mean, I don't know if you know the guy, but
I may or may not. Let's see. Email incoming. Please stand by.
This is so funny. I normally don't do stuff like this, but
well, you have to because I asked you to. You just do. It's fun. Look at that Darth Vader chair. That's weird. Okay. All right.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about it is a gaming chair. Do you know Anthony Rodia by any chance?
I do know who he is. We're not friends. I wouldn't walk in the green room on him.
He used to do a podcast in here, and when he so I guess you know that person.
Oh, that's hilarious! Oh, it's so good. It's so freaking good. Oh my god. Oh, that's so good. It's so good. You're just going to be a comic. I go, oh, all right. But it's like, oh my God, you could just see this guy walking and like, no, but I know you. And we were, get the fuck out of here. Oh, that's so great. That's very good. All right. That's so worth telling, but I will. All right. Oh, it's beautiful. All right.
Oh, that's funny. All right. I don't even know what we were talking about anymore.
Where's this going now? Who's watching this? What's happening?
So this is This is Gov's Comedy Club podcast.
Yeah. Okay.
Where, like I said, we're in we're in such high regard. We're like all the way in the back next to the dumpsters. We have so I do my show in here, and of course we spotlight the club and spotlight comedy. Mike Keegan actually has a show in here on Tuesday nights, and Chris Roach does a show in here, and
good.
Chris is great. So we try to get some good comedians to do stuff in here, and then so I just bring people like yourself on to promote the shows.
Right.
Sometime
I'm going to be at Governor's. I'm going to be at McGuire's on Friday and Saturday night. What time am I there? Do you know?
I could tell you.
I'm going to get the train from Manhattan.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask, why you haven't left already with Long Island traffic.
I know. Well, I'm going to take a train, but do I go to Ronkonkoma and then take an Uber from there?
I would.
Ronkonkoma?
I would go. I guess you can go Ronkonkoma. Yeah, I'll go Ronkonkoma. Yeah, so tonight's 8:00, tomorrow night's 7:00.
Oh, right, 8:00 tomorrow. Tomorrow night's 8. Tonight's 8. Wait, say that.
Yes, tonight is 8:00. Tomorrow night is 7.
Very good, very good. So I wonder if people. I was telling you when we first got on the podcast together that I've been playing pickleball. A lot of people playing pickleball out by you?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it's bigger in your neck of the woods, but it's pretty big here too. A lot of parks and gyms and whatnot are they've made pickleball courts.
Oh, it's like a cult, and I love it. Best friend had been asking me to play forever. I go, I don't identify as elderly. I mean, you might identify me as that, but I don't identify as that. So then one day I just went out. She was just like, come on, I got to double everything. Let's go. It's open play. Just come on. So I met her, and my father was dying, because that's what your parents do eventually.
Yeah.
So, and I was just stressful. So I went out, and I'm like, oh my God, this takes your mind off everything.
Really?
It just takes your mind off everything. And it was, I was a little embarrassed to go play pickleball. I'm like, God, this is really fun. So now I'm in the cult, and then I heard, like, I should talk about this tonight. Scott Peterson, the guy who killed his wife.
Sure, yeah.
He got attacked in prison while playing pickleball. It's a very intense game. And I thought they got pickleball in prison. I mean, do you know how hard it is to find open play? I mean, this is like, wow.
Well, yeah, so now if you go to prison, you don't have to shank somebody. You just kick their ass in pickleball, and they won't fuck with you. They'll be your bitch.
They'll be your bitch, Jesus. So so we're going to have fun time. I hope we get a good turnout, because I really haven't been out in Long Island in a while, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Hey, you're Maureen Langan. Of course you're going to have a good turnout.
Maureen Langan here. Yeah, so what else you want to talk about?
Let's see. I want to talk about you have your special on Dry Bar, Don't Make Me Hate You.
Don't make it, because I hate people, and I don't want to hate them. They make me hate them, right?
Yes.
Don't you you don't want to hate people? They make you hate them. And I won't do bits. I won't share bits I'm going to do tonight, because I'll keep those fresh. These are bits this is just truthful. This isn't like a bit necessarily. But I was playing pickleball. On Friday, it was Halloween, and some woman said, "This is what I'm saying." Some woman goes to me, "Oh, your hair color. Did you do that for Halloween?"
Jeez.
I'm like, no, I did this because this is how I pay for this, so I can look like this every day, you piece of shit. But the thing is, like, you know what I mean? You don't want to hate. And then some guy chimes in, and he goes, oh, I think your hair color looks good. And you know what? I really commend you for an older woman. You have a lot of energy and stamina. I'm like, what is happening here? What the hell?
Wow.
Is going on? So, that's the kind of stuff. You don't want to hate people. They make you hate them. But I'll talk about other things that have happened.
Were they confused? Did they think it was April Fool's and not Halloween? Like, who says shit like that?
But they said it like with purity. Like, it wasn't mean. It was just more like, I don't know. I hate people. Get away from me. That's what I'm saying. I hate them. You don't want to hate them. They make you hate them.
Yes, and you do, and you give very funny examples in your act. And yes, like we said, we don't want to give stuff away. Go see Maureen tonight, and you'll get more examples, and you're going to have a great time. I promise.
Oh, we're going to have a good time. Yeah, we're going to have a really good time. I want to laugh. I need to laugh. The world is inside out, upside down, all of that.
Well, and what's it like? You're in the city, right?
I'm in Manhattan.
Is it? How is it not with the election? Not to want to get too crazy into that. But.
I'll tell you this: it was very interesting to watch, because I did not vote for Mom Donnie, and I was concerned about his lack of experience and some anti-Semitic things he has said.
Yeah.
But he seems to be trying to make peace with that and doing the right thing with that. He doesn't seem to be doubling down on that, so that's cool. But you cannot believe the energy in the city around him. Every street corner, signs, people. I mean, I go, oh, this guy's going to really, really win. But also, too, the news followed him so much more than they followed Sliwa or Cuomo, too.
Yes.
But it's the same thing when Trump ran. He got all the TV time, all the TV time, all the so it just becomes so engulfing. But the truth of the matter is people say, oh, everybody wants free everything. I don't think people want free everything. I mean, schools are free. You're fine. Well, we pay taxes.
Right.
Taxes provide schools and libraries and fire departments. And nobody's like, oh, okay, you want free everything? If there's a way to make buses accessible for people or childcare. So I did listen to him. I'm remaining open-minded to him. I'm worried about his lack of confident experience. I hope he'll surround himself with people who are experienced and have a lot and can support his vision. But you know what's interesting? I travel overseas a lot.
Right.
An Irish passport, or as I call it, an exit strategy. But it's very interesting when I go every 6 months for like 6 weeks to 2 months to Europe and perform.
Wow.
And I went to Croatia for extended periods of time for close to a month the last 2 years in a row. And some of our ideas here we think are so radical. What he wants, childcare or maybe free, free community colleges, which I thought they were free. I don't know what's happening. But there was a time high schools weren't accessible to everybody. So we do things that are radical.
Right.
And then become mainstream and they make sense to have an educated population. Okay, this TED Talk brought to you by Maureen Langan. It really is funny. But what's interesting is when I was in Croatia, my friend, the comedian, her sister, a librarian, beautiful woman, 3 little girls, nice husband. She is home until they all go off to preschool and she can keep her job. And I think it's a reduced rate of income each year for 3 years. And then I'm paraphrasing, I don't remember the exact details.
Sure. Right.
But they have a support network. So moms can raise their kids and then get back into the workforce and have some income. And they think we're nuts. A woman's not even healed and you're putting her back in work in 6 weeks. I mean, so, we think that's so radical. But they think we're nuts not to support families. So who knows? Maybe his idea is that the country sees us free, free, free. Well, we're giving the billionaires free shit all the time. All these, I think people should make as much money as they can. I have no problem.
Agreed, 100%.
Billionaires, but I think that they should be paying taxes.
Right.
And they should, the freaking Elon Musk, instead of going and doging with his 19 or 20-year-old bros, taking money away from working class people, he should be paying taxes because he's going to be the world's first trillionaire. Whatever. Pay more taxes. That's all. What's wrong with that?
Right. And to be fair, same on the other end too. If people are going to come in illegally, fine. Let's make them legal so they can pay their taxes.
Now, this is the thing. I have to look more into this. This is the journalist in me wants to look more into this. I understand they are paying taxes, and I don't know how that's working.
Oh, all right. Yeah, see, I didn't even know that. Okay.
I understand that they are paying taxes, but it's kind of crazy. Like, I'm reading a book now. This woman, she just died. This is getting serious. I know it's serious, but this is topics I like. There's a woman, her name is Selma, and her book is I Am Selma, or My Name is Selma. I should know I'm reading it. But this is so fascinating to me. Then she died at 103 last week, and the New York Times did an obit, and she was from the Netherlands. And I had performed there just a few months ago, and I'm going back in March. So all the towns, the Germans came in and rounded up the Jews. It's not funny at all. I'm just acting as if people don't know this. Of course, everybody knows this. But to read her story of how she went into hiding, or she dyed her hair blonde, was able to pass as Gentile, but eventually, because she helped with the resistance, they put her in the work camps and just the stuff they had to endure. And those were the good camps. And the stories are horrific, and losing her family and her hair. And you read this and you see how they slowly chipped away at the people of the Netherlands, how fewer and fewer rights, and how they would grab them, or you could tell on your neighbor and they would be taken away. I get really frightened when I see what's going on, where bodies slamming brown people to the ground and taking them. I like America to have a little bit more of here's our warrant and here's your due process. I like that America does that for everybody. And my mother's like, well, I came here legally. I'm like, right, you did, because you were able to wait because you had a nice warm home. Granted, you had no running water or electricity because you're Irish and you're on a farm, but you had a hearth, you had a fire pit, you had an outdoor bathroom. You didn't have to. I don't know. But I get it. We have to do things better but now we're only allowing, I think, 7,500 white people a year into the country. And I said to my mother, well, what about your nieces and nephews who slept on my couch for years when they came here illegally? But that's not what I'm talking about. I said, all right.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't like having people here illegally for years, but I don't necessarily think throwing them out is the answer either. There's got to be a better.
What about body slamming them, or what about
Right.
pulling them away while their children are crying? Should we do that? While their children are crying, should we do that? That'd be good.
Right.
Just see. I know I read this book and I just saw how it chisels away and people get used to people treating each other a certain way. And I just want us to be better than that. I want to hit people. Don't get me wrong. There are people I want to punch in the face, but I don't.
Yeah.
But it's kind of bounty hunters because they're paying these guys money.
Right. There's got to be a better way than that. Right. I'm with you.
Yeah, and they're putting they're covering their faces and they're going in and they're like tasing people. I feel like the losers in high school have been let loose. To go after people. Like, what is happening? I don't know. And then
I will tell you one story, and the reason I believe it is because I know this person. So it's somebody that I know and trust was getting work done on their house.
Mm-hmm.
The wife was going to work one day, and some of the guys that were working on the house, had some choice words for her, and they not to be not to sound racist or anything, but they kind of looked like they could be illegal. Just the way they were dressed, the way they were talking, but they had some choice words for her, and which made her very upset, very uncomfortable, and it's her own home. So she said something to somebody, to a neighbor. A neighbor then made a phone call, and they were taken away the very next day.
Oh my gosh!
And I kind of go back and forth with that. I got to be, and I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah, no, you have to. You can be honest. I don't think everybody should be here. I just don't like our lack of humanity toward people.
Right. It's amazing.
The lack of humanity toward our fellow human being is what bothers me.
Well, you're right. You mentioned that book. It's amazing it went on, but back then. But at the same time, not that we're used to it, but that history was already there for our whole lives, so it was always kind of there. So not that we're used to it, but we just knew about it. It's still weird to me that today, in our day, that things like that can still happen.
I know. It's. So I just want us to be decent to each other. And listen,
Yeah.
I don't know. Wherever you stand on immigration, there have been times in this country where people have come in. We turn Jews away. I'm watching this. I like the shows like Finding Your Roots, with Henry Louis Gates.
Yep.
Or there's also a show Who Do You Think You Are out of UK, and I watch that. And just like there's a comedian and actress named Ruby Wax. She's American, but she's living in London, and they did her background, and her parents left Vienna. And they left an aunt and uncle behind, and the aunt and uncle behind are sending letters back to America. You have to help us, get us the paperwork to sponsor us to come over. They got the paperwork finally over to the aunt and uncle in Vienna. And the letters are back and forth. They're reading them on the air. It's mind-boggling. And saying, they're getting worse. We can't leave the house right now. We're getting so skinny. Help. Please hurry. Please hurry. So by the time they got, then the America changed the paperwork. You needed more paperwork, more things, more hurdles.
Right.
So the paperwork they sent over to the aunt and uncle at that point then became invalid. They needed more stuff. And at that point, Germany stopped anybody from leaving.
Oh, wow.
Germans. So they died. And I think, holy moly, we can help people too. We can kind of do good things. I don't know. I have no answers. And people watching this are going to be like, oh God, she's one of them bleeding heart liberals. I just want to do unto others as you want done unto you.
Absolutely.
The self-righteousness of I'm here legally. All right, well, maybe you didn't have to walk 1,000 miles with your kids, or maybe you didn't drown in the Rio Grande, is that the river, where, what you're trying to bring your kid over. I don't know. Maybe we have it better. Maybe we're lucky. So maybe we can help some people. But with that said, I live in Manhattan. I'm like, can somebody please clean up these drug addicts?
Right.
So, I'm not, can you please stop pissing on the subway? Do I have to really look at this? So I'm not, believe me, I'm common sense. My father was a street guy from the South Bronx. He was a New York City sanitation worker. I mean, I'm not like, oh, everybody's great. No, I hate this person. Get him away from me. I would clean this. What are we doing?
Right.
Why is that mental patient walking around, bumping into the walls? Like, what's going on out here? So, there's a balance. But I just want to be good to people and children. I don't want to see little children losing their parents. And
Right.
you know, they did a chicken factory. You want to pluck feathers off a chicken? I don't. You want to wring a chicken's neck and put it on a plate I don't want to do that. But they raided a chicken factory, and a woman got sent back to, I don't know where she was. She was from I don't know if it was Mexico or South America somewhere. She has a daughter in college and she has a son in junior high. So guess what? The daughter has to quit college to take care of the kid in junior high to make sure he can finish school.
Wow.
The mother's plucking feathers off of a chicken. What is she hurting us? I don't know.
Well, yeah. I mean, I like my chicken. I like,
I like it grilled. All right. Anyway, enough. This is people like I'm not going to come see her because she head talk. But,
All right. So let me ask you this: traveling all over the world doing comedy,
yeah.
is that what's that like? Because I would assume, and I could be totally wrong, but I would assume you kind of have to change. Like you come out to Long Island, you can make certain references, or I don't know if you talk about anything locally, but then you go, to Europe, where a lot of that stuff they won't get. So do you have to change? I mean, a lot of your stuff is topical and not topical, but relatable. Where I wouldn't think you'd have to change a lot, but I don't know.
Like I have a Trader Joe's joke.
Okay.
Joe's joke. I make fun of Martha Stewart. Now those aren't mainstream in Croatia or even the UK.
Right.
So like, the UK, what you have to do, particularly in Ireland. So it's really funny because I was on America's Got Talent,
right.
and I tell that to people that I went to the semifinals of America's Got Talent. I do it for a reason. I'm not going to give the whole joke away. I'll tell them tonight. And usually people will clap or, oh, good for you, a little acknowledgement. And then I use it to be self-deprecating, and I'll do that tonight. People will see what I do. But when I'm in Ireland and I say, oh, yeah, so I was on America's Got Talent, they're like this. And I go, oh my God, this is a room full of my mother. You guys are a room full of my mother. Oh, the big shot was on America's Got Talent. Oh, she was on television. Oh, the big shot. Well, you didn't win, did you? Your cousin Mary Ellen would have won. Get back to us with it then. So you have to know the Irish don't like bravado. They don't like braggarts. They're very self-deprecating.
Yes.
They like to take the piss out of you. So if you're taking it out of yourself, they love you.
Yep.
So I know that. And I know how to open. The UK, they want to see that people over there are really concerned about what's happening in America. There is a lot of that concern.
Yes. I've been there a few times. I have a close friend that lives there. Yeah, and I get that. Yes.
Yeah, so people are concerned, and so last time I was there, we had just elected an American Pope. And I said, and it wasn't Trump. I said, I was so relieved when the smoke came out white and not orange. So then they get like that I poked a little fun of it and said, I love my country. Can't stand 50% of the people in it. But, then they get like, that I can, and then they're cool. They just want to know that you can kind of poke some fun at yourself and your country. And
right.
I think it's okay.
Huh. Okay.
It's you have to make, so then the supermarket references, I had to find out what supermarkets are similar to, like what would be the equivalent. Where would you get affordable treats and wine in the Netherlands,
Right.
That type of
thing. And then I wanted to ask about all right. Speaking of, so I'm just looking at my notes here. Excuse me.
Can I just interrupt 1 second? If that comic who you texted me, who broke in the green room,
to
say hi to Dice, Dice to get the fuck out of here, I would have done the same thing. No, I wouldn't. He's a nice guy. He's a very nice guy.
Yes.
Thank you. Just make me laugh so much, that whole story. All right. All right, what's on your little note card there?
All right. You know what? I was gonna. I'm just looking at my notes and I'm all over the place. But all right, but you went back to that story, so I'm going to stick with people we know then, because you had a podcast during the pandemic where you had Peter Bales on a regular basis.
Oh yeah, I love Peter, my historian. Yes.
Exactly, the historian. My problem, and I mean, I'm not a smart man to begin with, but every time I have a conversation with that man, I just walk away feeling like I didn't retain anything from school. That guy is one of the smartest guys ever.
Well, he's very smart. He's also a historian and he's a professor, so he's supposed to know that stuff.
Yeah, but I still
watch somebody play soccer who's really good at playing soccer and they're professional. They're supposed to be good. You're not supposed to be as good as they are at that.
Yeah.
But no, I love talking to him. He's so bright.
Yeah, but I just walk away like he could have made stuff up for all I know because I don't know this stuff and I feel like I should. I get mad at myself after talking to him.
No, talk to him more and learn more and have him tell you more. That's the beauty. You don't have to retain it all. He retained it. So he
I
can
just
share.
stick to comedy with him. Because I mean, he's great with history, but he's just as great at talking comedy. Man, that guy is just one of the best.
Yeah, I had him on my show all the time. He's never had me on his. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm not bitter.
That's
you know what?
messed up right there.
Yeah, I got to talk to him about that. I got to rip on him for that. What else was I gonna?
Yeah, that's.
I love it, Peter. I know it's fine. I love.
It's
Peter.
not fine. I'm going to yell at him. They should have you on. That's
Yell at him. We should yell at Peter. Yeah, let's have Adam. I'll tell you, this, Peaches, his wife, Peaches Rodriguez.
Yeah.
She said to I love Peach. She says to me, she's so funny. She's like, hey, how you doing? You know, she's got that whole. She does the dance, and she's got that whole vibe. I love her.
Yeah.
How you doing, sister? Let me tell you. My husband and I, we agree that you're a good person. I said, so that means you actually sat down to discuss whether or not I'm a good person? Like you had a meeting?
Right. Who was the one saying you're not a good person at first?
Like what was happening? Like why was this even a discussion? What happened? But I won. Apparently they ticked all the boxes and I missed a few, but the tilted a little bit. I don't know what tilted it in my favor.
You don't know what your score was. Like 65 is passing, but
I don't know. I don't want to know. Can you imagine?
That's crazy.
She meant it as a compliment. It's like, it's hilarious.
I wanted to ask too. I won't keep you too much longer if you're okay. If you're good with time.
A few more questions. I got to get on the train soon.
Yeah, it should only take you about 8 hours. That's no problem. I want to know what happened with The View.
Oh, that was like, oh. Well, first of all, I got to just preface it. Let me get back on my TED Talk soapbox. People hate The View. Some people hate it. And I love it. Like, I think you have women's voices. There's a few shows where you get that many women, whether you like them or not like them, whether you agree with their voices or their opinions or not. There's, you have like all these other shows. And it's just men. I like men.
Sure.
I have two brothers. I have a fella in my life. But it's just like nobody. Oh, all those men. Oh, go those men. Oh. Nobody does that. But it's women. They get like. So I just think there's like a misogyny in that to begin with. But anyway, with that said, I would love to be on The View, and I was a journalist for years, and I'm a comedian, so I like the balance. And I got slated for a guest week to guest. This was when they were looking for co-hosts. This is before the pandemic, and I think there was talk that Joy was leaving them, but then she came back.
Oh.
And the guy, you had to go through 3 or 4 layers of interviews at ABC, and they slated me for a week, and then the producer got fired 2 weeks before I was to go on. So it never happened.
The producer got fired. So what?
The guy that runs the show.
Yeah.
Producer of the show. Yeah.
But only he knew that you were
No, they
possible?
just changed. No, they brought somebody new in and they did their thing.
See,
yeah.
they were all pissing me off. Bales, the View, like I would see. Oh, Maureen Langan. All right, yeah, she's fun. Let's bring her in.
Peter, I love Peter. He's reached out and said I got to have you on the show, but then he doesn't follow through because maybe they're having another meeting about me and whether I'm worthy. Maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know. Maybe they're waiting for the right time. I don't know. Maybe they're waiting for St. Patrick's Day. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe
they changed producers too. I don't know.
No, so that was a big deal. So that was I was like, I bought an outfit. I got the hair done. I was so up because I'm up on what's happening, and I don't know.
You got the hair done, and it wasn't for Halloween. No. And you open invite. I'm in here every day. I'm in here every day, Monday through Friday, 11 to 12:30. Sitting right next to me.
Are you in Levittown?
I am in Levittown. Yep.
I want to get back there too. I haven't been there in years, so we'll do that next.
All right, I'll put a good word in.
And yes, and please let people know. I know I can be serious, but I'm very funny too.
Very funny.
I think and read. Is that so wrong? Is that so wrong to think and read? Whatever. The little lady's getting notions.
No.
With her books.
I can vouch for you. You're very funny.
Come on out tonight and Saturday night.
Saturday night, govs.com, govs.com. Go make your reservations. It's gonna be great. Now, do you still have your radio show or no?
No, I'm not doing that anymore. I used to have a show called Badass Women.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was looking up. Right. Okay.
Yeah, I got to update that.
Now, America's Got Talent. Tom Cotter also. Now, Tom Cotter was also from that, and he's been in here. The last time he was here, he pretended that he couldn't find the studio, and he walked. We have these big sliding glass doors, and he was walking past the door with his pants down.
He's hilarious.
So would that be?
I won't do that.
You won't do that.
No. Why would I upset people? Why would I upset people? What's wrong with you?
I wouldn't be
There's
upset.
another one. My ex-husband, his niece, the first time I met her, she wasn't 3. She was like 11. Looked at me and goes, "Oh, you're prettier in your pictures." Piece of friggin'.
I hope you just drop kicked her across the room.
Yeah, so we had more hope for you in your sonogram. What do you want? So why do people say things? Because I'm a delicate daffodil, so they say mean things to me.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't get that. Give me names. I'll go out and kick some ass for you. All right.
And that Mike Keegan, what's he doing? All right.
He'll be here tonight. So they have
Tell
to.
him I said hello.
I will. I definitely will. He was one of the first people to reach out and he was all excited that you were coming on here today. Yeah, nothing but great things to say.
We're so politically aligned. What?
Yeah, sure.
What I love about him is that you can really, though, he's just such a good guy. Like it doesn't put a wedge. You can be real with him, which I love.
Absolutely right. He's he'll have fun, when he disagrees, whether it's political or anything else.
Imagine, yeah, but
it's coming from a nice, it's not. You're not really fighting. He's coming from a good place, and he's
sparring. You're just sparring a bit.
Yes, exactly.
I like the Long Island people, and I'm looking forward to being there tonight. We're gonna have a grand time.
Absolutely. govs.com. Maureen, I didn't even get to half the stuff I wanted to talk to you about because I'm a fan. I think you're wonderful, and I really appreciate your time, and I hope you have a great weekend out there at McGuire's.
All right. Thank you, Dickhead Douchebag. That's his nickname in our emails. It's Dickhead Douchebag.
Even after I gave up the comedian's name?
Oh my God, that was so good. That was so good. So delicious. So good.
See, I'm here for you.
So see it happen. Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me on, Tony Walker. And
anytime.
Long Island, we'll see you this weekend, Friday, Saturday night at McGuire's. All
You
right,
got
rock
it.
on. Woohoo.
Thanks, Maureen.
Bye, honey.
Bye-bye. Oh, she is gone in a heartbeat. All right. All right, Maureen Langan, ladies and gentlemen. She's great. You will have a great time with her. I promise. She's she's a lot of fun. Great comedian. And we thank her for her time. And all right, with that, it's pretty much time for us to go anyway. All right, let me read comments quick, and then I'm going to call it a day. Nice to be back, by the way. Nice to be back. Let's see. If Kaplan was a musician, he'd be in the Rock and Roll Hall of. If Kaplan was a musician, he'd be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But I don't get that. Trends Jackers loves the shirt. George Washington approved. Thank you, Trends Jackers. Trendsjackers.etsy.com, baby. You saw the commercial at the top of the show. Go get some of these shirts. Oh, that's right. Me burping on the show was a thing. I'm still getting used to being back. I did yesterday and Wednesday. Wednesday I did some work. I had some PAL stuff to do, and I did a few things for here. But yesterday was all about nothing. I did nothing yesterday. I went on YouTube and just played and listened to the latest CDs I bought. I did nothing yesterday, and it felt really freaking good. I couldn't tell you the last time where I did. I mean, I have some easy days, but I'm still doing something. Yesterday, I don't think I did anything. I'm trying to think now. What? Yeah, I didn't do anything yesterday. Oh, it was nice. It was really nice. Trendsjackers.etsy.com. Go get some George Washington shirts. The 250th anniversary is coming up, baby. Fremder, can't wait for that all-female podcast. I have one more woolly sock left in my next delivery. Maureen rocks. Yep, she certainly does. Pickleball is pretty big when you take it out of a cornhole. I think Don has his trump stuck I think Donald has his Trump stuck in Vlad's Putin. I struggled through that, but it wasn't worth it. Let's disguise Ozempic as diabetes control. Why don't you just lower the cost of insulin, you freaking idiot? All right. So many immigrants getting upset about the wall. They'll get over it. Let me guess. If a couple conceives in another country on vacation, then comes back to America, ICE is going to be waiting in the delivery room. Wait until the next batch of history books come out. Everyone's going to be graded on how good they can remember a bunch of lies. All right. The way things are going right now, I guess you could say I love Fremder. The View, I need a vomit bag quick. Yeah, I'm not a fan either. I like what she said, though. I like the premise of all women talking. In fact, I liked the show when it first came on. When it was Barbara Walters. Joy Behar, I thought, was tolerable at the time. And she was a great comedian in her day. But, and who was the host? Pretty woman. She was hosting Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I thought she was great. I don't know, but eventually the show just became, sensationalism and how can we get viral videos and let's fight. And I don't know. I just don't think it's what it used to be. And I'm not a fan. But I do like the premise. Fremder, don't forget the Catholic version of a bunch of nuns sitting around the table talking about hot topics called the pew. That's funny. The View is a waste of good airtime, says Joan Rusciello. Yeah, if you're talking about all them queefs. Wishing Ann's going, see Monday. All right, everybody's just saying goodbye. Scott, I can never tell if Tony is flirting or farting. Maybe both at the same time. Most likely. And most likely it is more farting than flirting, just so you know. There is nothing deep coming out of this mouth. And, that's what I wanted to talk to her about. There was something, damn it. There was one thing I wanted to touch upon with Maureen, and I blew it. I forgot. Oh, well. But she was great. She was fun. But, yeah, there's nothing deep coming out of here. If I think too hard, that's when I fart. So, yeah, mostly farting. And that's it. We got to go. Peter Schwartz is here in a half hour with Sports Bash. And then Don is on tonight with comedian Atmic. Don, what's Atmic's last name? Put it in the comments while I read what's going on here at the club. Maureen Langan tonight, tomorrow at Mulcahy's, at McGuire's. Michael Rappaport tonight and tomorrow here at the club, hopefully. Erin Jackson is performing in the brokerage. Mike Keegan is here in the Giga Room tonight with Kathy Arnold, Carla Okeson. Those are just some of the comedians you'll see on our governor's stage this weekend. govs.com to see the full schedule. Make your reservations to see some great comedy shows. Don't forget, as you see right next to me there, but I'm going to make it bigger. Best of Long Island. Please vote for Gov's Comedy Club podcast in the radio station streaming category. You can vote once a day, every day until December 15th. And while you're at it, vote for Primal Scream and Hershey and the Keys. They're both nominated for Best Podcast. And speaking of great shows at Governor's, A Night with Gov's Comedy Club podcast, December 6th. Mike Keegan is headlining. Special guest Greg Kritikos. He's here from Greece. He'll be performing. And some of your favorite Gov's Comedy Club hosts will be performing. Steve Kaminsky from Steve Squared. Kathy Arnold and Laura Patton from Just Laura and Kathy. Rosie Fiumara from the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show. Mark Hirschman from Hershey and the Keegs. And I'll be hosting. That's going to be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to that. And then the following week out in McGuire's, December 13th, come enjoy a holiday-themed murder mystery show with Knock 'em Dead Comedy. Go to knockemdeadcomedy.com. Get your info on Knock 'em Dead Comedy, what we got going on, as well as info on how you can hire us for your event, whether it's a corporate event, a fundraiser, personal event, whatever you got going on. knockemdeadcomedy.com. It's called Flarting. Yep. I like that. I might steal that. Atmic Gupta. Thank you, Don. He is the guest on tonight's Donversations. He's great, and Don is great. So the whole show will be great. Have a good one, everyone. Be well and stay funny. At Mick Gumta, great stand-up. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. I said at Mick. I just couldn't remember his last name, but I was saying that earlier when I was promoting your show tonight, saying that he's a great up-and-coming comedian from the city. He's got some real original and clever stuff. So, yeah, looking forward to watching that at some point. All right. That'll do it. We're out of here. Like I said, if the club is open tomorrow, Don and I will be in here for some conversations, for Live from the Green Room. We'll get the comedians from, all the comedians that are in here. We're hoping to get Mr. Rappaport. We do have one or two surprises that are coming in. Jeff Bosey said he'll stop in. So we're going to have a good time. Whether we get Mr. Rappaport or not, we're going to have a good time. And we're just excited that the club could actually be open, finally. That would be great. So, all right, with that, Monday morning, Coffee with the Dog at 9 a.m. I'll be in here with Seb and some other friends tomorrow, Monday morning at 11. Steve Squared Monday night at 6:30. Joey Petroni, Good Times, Bad Times, Monday at 8. And that'll do it. Good to see everybody. Glad to be back. Have a great weekend. And, all right, we'll see you over the weekend and definitely Monday. All right. Stay tuned. Peter's on at 1.